There was a mom who approached me and she said, you know, Pastor Brad, I've heard you talk for the last 3 years about strong faith, strong family, and strong future. She said, I didn't realize how really important that was until I saw one of my children getting baptized. She said she got baptized right there in that tank back in September. And she said, that just made my heart swell with pride for how God has been working in my family. She said, let me share with you my story, how I started coming around here. I was 21 years of age and got pregnant with my firstborn, unwed mom. And I wasn't going to church. She said, when that took place about 13 years ago, I made a decision that I wanted to raise this daughter knowing God. And she said, but I knew I needed to do a better job of that. And so I started coming around First Baptist, but I was afraid. I wasn't sure what First Baptist would think about me. I wasn't sure if I would fit in with the church. She said I was a teenage mom, well, actually just a few years beyond her teenage years. I was pregnant, I was unwed, I didn't have a husband. I was afraid someone might ask me if I had a husband that I was with or not. She said they didn't. They just welcomed me. They just brought me into the church. I've been going here for 13 years now. I love going to First Baptist. She said, I make sure that I go on a regular basis, not only for me, but for my children as well. Because 13 years later, now I am married. I have 3 children, married to the dad of those children. And my 2 oldest have given their lives to Christ. And we've also dedicated our youngest, about 2 or 3-year-old, at the church last year. She said, we're praying for the children's father, as he is not a believer yet, but he is coming to church more and more and more and more. Said that baby that I was pregnant with, though 13 years ago, did something special to our family, which just brought about this strong faith, strong family, strong future, just kind of brought it together. She said when we woke up one morning a few months ago, she had put Bible verses in front of our doors so that when we opened up our doors, we would read these Bible verses. She said she left one for me that says, Mom, don't worry, because she knows I worry a lot. She left one for her sister that brought up the verse about sisters needed to be nice to one another. She said, I brought in the verse John 3:16 for her little brother who's too young to know Jesus yet, but she says, I want him to know that God so loved the world that he gave his son for you. And she said she wrote 4 different verses for her dad as well. And this mom just shared this story and said, I am so happy that I've raised my children in church. I've raised my children thus far to know Jesus, because it's really not about church, it's about a relationship with Jesus. And then I've raised them in a way that when the world goes right, when the world goes down, when the world goes left, and God says, no, you need to go straight, that they know what the straight is.